Kevin Bacon Fan 12. Hey guys, this is Kevin Bacon Fan 12, and I'm gonna try my hand at reviewing a video game. So, I decided to review one of my favorite games from my youth. When I was about 4, I started playing this game. What game is it? It is Dragon Ball Z Budokai. It was released by Atari, Bandai, and Dimps. And I've never even heard of Dimps. Alright, so, with that started, let's get started with the intro of the game. The game starts off with a recreation of the intro from the actual show, using the game's graphics. Now this is actually really cool, as some games, like the SmackDown vs. Raw series, well, the later SmackDown games after 2006, they just used the intro from the actual show, instead of recreating an intro with their own graphics. And they actually use the actual graphics from the game, unlike another game. In this game, they look CG, but they actually are quite good on the models and on the backgrounds. Let's move on to the sound. The voices are from the show, and they sound really good. Just listen.
What? How did you?
But I don't expect a fair fight. It doesn't seem like your style.
Stop it! Let that go!
Do you have any idea how lucky you are that a super elite warrior like myself has decided to let you have a fighting chance?
And yes, those are the original actors from the show. And no, they didn't take sound bites from the TV show. They created their own original dialogue for the games. And the music is awesome. The music in this game is nearly perfect. It's also way better than the last Tenkaichi game, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Maybe it's just me who feels that way. You listen and you be the judge. Here's Budokai. Now here's Tenkaichi 3. Here's Budokai again. And here's Tenkaichi 3. Let's move on to the story. How is the story? Well, to me, the story is where this game shines. Let's get the negatives out of the way first. It's linear, so you can't really choose what happens. But the Dragon Ball Z story is awesome anyway, so it doesn't really need to be. So it doesn't really need to be like, all you choose your own path. And it doesn't go past the Cell Saga though. Like, there's no Majin Buu. Now, if you're a watcher of Dragon Ball Z Kai and you never saw the original, you wouldn't mind that because, well, that show acted like the Majin Buu saga never happened. There's also what-if stories involving the 3 main villains, Vegeta, Frieza, and Cell.
I know that the Dragon Balls can make any wish come true. I'll use them for eternal life and take control of the universe. Goku! You again? Oh, let's see how tough you are. Come on! Get down here, Baldy!
Also in the story mode, we see characters that can't be played as, such as Yajirobe, the other members of the Ginyu Force, Birder, Jason, Guldo, Frieza's second and third forms, and Nappa without his armor. And the main reason I like the story mode so much, it actually recreates scenes from the show. Something not seen in Budokai 2 or Budokai 3. And it follows the story quite well. But it's really short. You can beat... I was able to beat it in about 4 hours. After you get good at the game. But there's enough to keep you entertained in the game, such as character customization, but I'll get to that later. Up next is the unlockables. There's about 12 arenas in the game, and there's a total of 23 playable characters. All of them have an alternate outfit. Now, since this was the first game in the series, I'm going to cut it some slack. Now, onto the controls. The controls are great, not too stiff, but they're not too loose either. But the combos you have to do some of the special moves can be a little wonky at first. For example, sometimes you'll have to do right and punch at the same time in a combo, which would be fine if I could hold right and punch, but you have to tap them at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, you don't hold right and then hit punch. You hit right and punch at the same time. It takes time to get used to, but you will get the hang of it. However, it does pose a problem. It still poses a problem to me whenever you have to do it in the middle of a combo. Like, doing it at the beginning of a combo to a move is fine. Doing it towards the middle is difficult. Gameplay. Budokai plays like a typical 3D fighting game. It includes regular punch and kick buttons, the ability to shoot ki blasts, a guard button. All these buttons can be used to do special moves together. The special moves are mainly taken from individual characters' own special moves from the show. I really like that they actually take the special moves. Although the gameplay is the main focus of its fighting, only 2 missions in the game have you do something different. They both have you do a mini-game. Mysterious alien attack and a mutually deadly foe have a mini-game that does not focus on fighting. In Mysterious Alien Attack, you have to spin the joystick around to keep Raditz in the center so you can get hit with the special beam cannon. In a mutually deadly foe, you're Piccolo, and you're spinning the analog stick so you can charge energy to do the special beam cannon. There's also a tournament you can fight in to get money, and it's really difficult. The fighters get tougher and tougher as you move on. Now, it's not character specific. Like, let's say I'm in the 3rd round and I'm playing as Vegeta. I can get my butt kicked by Raditz if he's in the 3rd round. Of course, Raditz sucks and he probably will never make it past the 1st. My final thoughts on the game. It's fun. Really fun. Now, you may want the future Budokai games because they have more characters and better controls. They let you actually hold down the right while you hit the punch button. But the story mode is a novelty in this game, and there's no other game in the series with a story mode like it. So stay tuned for the ending credits, and I'll see you next time.
I can't believe you fell for that trick! Too bad! Now you're all mine! Kakarot, do you have any idea how lucky you are that a super elite warrior like myself has decided to let you have a fighting chance?